What's up everyone? I hope you're all doing great. And welcome back to the Art of the Flip. I am Marcus Williams, founder of 25 Options, where our goal is to give you more options to help create generational wealth. Again, in partnership with KnowledgeBank, we are continuing our sessions on creating flips for greater outcomes. In our previous session, we focused on two ways of spending: a consumer, which spends money for their personal want or need, and an investor, which spends money expecting a profit in return. We took time to focus on Manzo hierarchy, which showed the why behind consumer spending. The hierarchy covered items such as basic needs like food and water, safety needs such as housing and transportation. It even touched on spending money for love and or acceptance, such as giving or receiving gifts. It hit self-esteem spending on things like haircuts and outfits for various events, and finally your passions, such as music, cooking, fashion, and even art. These particular things highlighted the impact that our spending dollars have on our overall economic situation. When we spend money, we are giving money away. The opposite of consumer spending is investing. We looked at investing and the impact it has on communities. We discussed how investing creates wealth and leads to things like greater education, better food, and more opportunities. When we spend our money on something and get more from it, a flip has then occurred. So the last time you spent your money, were you a consumer or were you an investor? Tell me why. The art of the flip is defined as to acquire something and make it more valuable. To take what you have and then use it to get more of what you want. This systematic approach allows for one to double up on profits rather to spend money and have less in the end. As we look at the art of the flip, we want to show it as a system that we can apply. Let's take a look at other systems we must live within every day. Let's start with the judicial system. How do you believe this system is set up to work? Who benefits best off the judicial system? This system is set by laws that were put in place. These laws are then enforced by a group of people on another group of people. And those who are in violation of that law are then required to spend time or money back within the judicial system. The education system is a designed objective with designed information for a designated outcome. A group of people are identified, ages 5 through 18, with a set curriculum, with designated tests, and a determined outcome. This is needed to show that you have progressed because you have completed a system to go on the next phase. When we think of the financial system, it all starts with the Federal Reserve Bank, who controls all the money, who then gives the money to the banks, who then have a criteria for people to lend money to. For those who qualify, more money and resources are given, and for those who don't, less opportunities are available. Therefore, the financial systems are put in place for people with certain standards and given to a group of people for a better outcome, which is greater wealth in return. The system is also set up to go against those who do not have the money to keep those opportunities away. These systems are set in place and we live by them every day. When we talk about the art of the flip, our basic financial system is set up as such. We gain education. Based off the education, we go get a job, working for someone else. After we get a job, we start accumulating debt, car, credit cards, living expenses. Even buying a home is considered debt. While good debt, until you own it outright, the debt is still relevant. Let's say you go to work at Kroger and get paid on Friday. Then you use your check to pay your cell phone bill. You then go back to work to make more money to buy some shoes that you've been wanting. You then use that money and buy the shoes. When you use your money from your job to pay your debt, you go to work to keep making money to pay for things you owe and that you want. The normal financial system is designed to maintain classism. While you pay people, the people who you pay collects more wealth. How does your personal finance system work? How does the financial system in the world we live in work? The system of the wealthy looks like this. They gain an education. They use their resources. They then apply those resources to own something. And then they get paid off everyone who pays them for their products or services. For example, let's look at Walmart. The Walton family founded Walmart. They saw a need for products in a certain place. They then spent their money to buy buildings and products. They opened stores, and now we all go to Walmart and pay Walmart for things we need. Consumers make investors wealthy. Who have been to Walmart in the past year? What about the people you know? How much money do you think we have made Walmart in a year's time alone? This is the normal financial system, keeping consumer dollars in various communities to be distributed, limiting the financial success, while the ones receiving the consumer money are able to create more wealth, and their investment is a direct reflection of the consumer dollar. Now, let's break down the art of the flip system and take a look at just how this works. So again, referring back to the judicial, the educational, and the financial system, everything falls under a system. The art of the flip is as follows. I have resources such as money, relationships, products. I then apply my resources to something, or I take my money, I go buy a product, or I take my relationships and I put more value into them. I then use that to get a greater return out of it. Relationships turn into business partners, money turns into investments, which gives me products and services, which then turns into a profit. My profit is determined by what I have. The more people want of what I have, which is demand, and the less I have what they want, which is supply, the more valuable my product becomes. For example, I bought a pair of Jordan 6s for $200. Once they were released, they sold out the same day due to a limited release. I then went to StockX and sold these for $600 the following day. A flip has just occurred. So now let's change our thought from getting an education, getting a job, paying debt and repeating the cycle, to getting an education, applying our resources, and flipping our resources to get more of what we want. By doing this, we are now in position to have greater ownership when we spend our consumer money. So to help you dive deeper into this concept, we will look at 5 different scenarios. In each scenario, I would like for you to identify the resources, what was spent as a consumer, and the flip that then occurred. All right, scenario 1, Kellen. Kellen is a high school student and plays for the school's basketball team. When his schedule allows, he goes to work for his family's restaurant. This month, Kellen worked 30 hours and was paid $15 an hour. He has to pay his cell phone bill $400, his car insurance $400, and gas $400. The basketball season is about to start, and Kellen wants a new pair of shoes. He found one for $200. After he pays all his bills, he does not have enough money to buy the shoes. In this scenario, Kellen made $450 a month. He spent $300 as a consumer with $150 remaining. Therefore, he took the shoes he had, he sold those to get the shoes he wanted. Scenario 2, Jordan. Jordan is a nurse and a mother of 2 young children. She makes a monthly salary of $2,000. Every month she has to pay her mortgage of $700, a car payment of $300, and childcare for $200. Jordan is needing extra money this month, but she doesn't have time to go work to get it. She takes the remaining money and chooses to buy Nike stock for $300. A month later, the stock price rose and Jordan sold her shares for $500 profit. Her resource was $200. She spent $1,200 in consumer spending. She took her remaining $800 and took $300 of that to buy the stock and made an additional $500 profit. Scenario 3, Carter. Carter is a teenager and doesn't have a job. He loves to play video games and has all the latest games. Carter owns a PlayStation and is excited about the new Madden game that's about to be released. He doesn't have any money to buy the game. The local game store allows customers to come in, buy, sell, and trade games depending on the value. Carter decides to pack up a few of his old games that his parents bought him, then take them to the store. He arrives at the store and sells 5 games to cover the price of the Madden game. In this scenario, Carter had zero money as a resource. He spent nothing as a consumer, but he used the games he had to flip it to get the new game he wanted. Scenario 4. Kim. Kim is a recent college graduate and has started a new job as a financial analyst. She's been given a salary of $1,500 a month. After receiving her paycheck, she begins to pay student loans along with other expenses. She pays $200 a month for student loans, $500 a month for rent, and this month she spent $100 on groceries. Kim enjoys fashion and loves to shop. This month, Kim has decided to shop for some of her friends she met in college for their homecoming celebration. So she takes $200 that she had left over and goes to Goodwill to shop. She finds quality items and sells them to her friends, and Kim makes a $300 profit on the clothes she sold. Her researcher started out with a $1,500 check. She spent $800 as a consumer, and the flip occurred when she took $200 and turned it into $300 profit. Scenario 5. Dash. Dash is a college student and plays football for the school's team. Due to his schedule, he's not able to work. Dash's parents send him $400 a month as an allowance. This month, Dash spent $150 on food and another $50 on clothes. In high school, he learned how to cut hair. So Dash decides that since he can't work, he will cut his teammates' hair for extra money. Dash takes the money he has left over and goes to the local beauty supply store to buy clippers. He begins to cut hair, and in 1 month he made $400. His resource was the $400 allowance. He spent $200 on items, another $200 on the flip, and turned that into a $400 profit by cutting hair through his skill set. So in conclusion, the art of the flip is to acquire something and make it more valuable. This is not limited to money. However, it can be used for anything, whether making yourself better, creating better relationships, learning new skills, or buying and selling products. The system is consistent. As we look forward to next week, we will focus on 3 main flips: the stock market, real estate, and your own passions. So remember, complete those exit tickets, as we do have prizes to give away. We look forward to seeing you all here at the next session, same time, same place.